Welcome to Online Appliance Tech. Today we have a LG washer that's not draining showing OE error code. To activate the drain pump for test purposes, hold these two buttons and press the power button to activate, then press start button. Press the start button again to activate drain pump. Does your pump sound like this? If your water pump does not sound like this, do not worry, it will still be your drain pump. Let's start the process. First, you to remove top panel by removing the bottom screw on left and right side. Once the screws are removed, press the panel backwards, then lift up. Disconnect wiring harness from display panel. Make sure you have already unplugged washer. Remove dispenser assembly by pulling forward and press this down as you are pulling out. Now we are going to remove the display panel, but first we have to remove these two screws. And there are one final screw that has to be removed. This display panel is held by plastic clips, so be careful. To remove, you have to pull the top lip of the display with fingertips, to unclip panel, and sometimes you may need a small flat head to help remove, as seen in this video. Now gently pull up and out to remove. Be careful with wiring harness. Now we are going to remove door lock assembly by removing these two Phillips head screws. Next step, we will be removing drain pump panel. First remove screw and then use a flathead to insert on the side of panel and wedge outwards. As you can see, there will be one more screw holding the front door panel to washer's frame. Now let's remove the door gasket. Don't worry, it's very simple. Just take a flathead screwdriver and wedge in between the wire and pull towards you. Gently remove the gasket from the rim of the door and press the gasket inside the frame of the washer. Let's remove the front panel by removing screws. Make sure you have a firm grip on the door before removing the last screw. Now to finish removing, just lift up from bottom metal clips. There will be 3 bolts holding the drain pump down to washer's housing. However, in some of the older models you just have to press down a button behind the drain pump housing and press backwards to unhook. This bolt is behind left pump. Remove screw. Disconnect 2 wires from drain pump assembly. Now you need to remove screw for the bottom of the drain pump housing. There will be 3 screws holding drain pump to drain pump housing that will need to be removed. Remove drain pump. Make sure there are no debris build up. If so, clean before installing new one. When installing a new drain pump, make sure you find the marks on drain pump housing so you can install the new one the same way as the old pump, and also make sure you press in the gasket all the way so it is sealed well. Reinstall 3 screws. Reinstall screw. Don't forget this one. There will be 3 rubber gaskets that will need to be placed in drain pump housing holes where the bolts will be screwed back into washer's bottom housing. Reconnect wiring harness. Reconnect the 3 bolts to washer's frame. Reinstall door by placing door in to metal clips that hold door to bottom of washer. Now let's reconnect door lock assembly. Before installing door, place the door switch on the back side of the door frame, then hand tighten the door lock by the 2 screws. Press the door frame in and reinstall screws. Be careful with door gasket. Don't forget to tighten up door lock screws. Reinstall door gasket by placing gasket over the lip of frame. Now let's place the metal ring that holds gasket to housing of washer. You will need a flathead screwdriver, and needle nose. As you come around with flathead screwdriver, press to your right with needle nose to give the ring slack. Reinstall screw to housing of washer. Reinstall plastic cover, then screw back into place. Now let's install display housing assembly. First place wiring harness through frame and then insert bottom first, then clip the top in. Reconnect wiring harness. Reinstall screw that hold right side of display panel into place. Then the 2 screws that hold dispenser into place. Reinstall dispenser by sliding into place and press button down to fully install. Thank you for watching and hope this video helped you out. Like and subscribe for more future videos to come. Let Online Appliance Tech be your source of help when you are in need.